Excellent job. And Michelle, excellent job on your part too. By the way, I'm Chuck Fink. I don't think I introduced myself. So, how many care? Okay, good. Our next teller is a friend of mine, and she is also the vice president of membership for the Asheville Story Parlor. But that's not all.
Storytelling circle.
Oh, what did I say?
Story parlor.
Yeah, well, that too. No, storytelling circle. It's not in my notes. Donna Catton-Johnson has regaled family and young audience for decades with fairy tales, myths, and legends. She has told stories at schools, libraries, churches, assisted living places, festivals, parks, and public gardens. Donna is an award-winning actress and served as director of many, many theater operations. She is a professional mime. Oh. Okay, I'm an amateur, can't even do that. Let's see. She has worked on TV and short films. Donna lives in Mills River with her husband David and 2 cats. Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Catton-Johnson.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm a little shorter than Wallace. Hi. Miss CJ, do you believe in Santa Claus? It's the 3 weeks between Thanksgiving break and Christmas break in the elementary school where I was an art teacher. And the tensions and the pace are frenetic. I used to say the visions of sugar plums are dancing way too early. I don't understand how the regular classroom teachers were able to teach those children anything during those 3 weeks, but I had a pretty good time with them because as an art teacher, I could do holiday things. The littlest kids would do stamp printing on great big pieces of paper with stamps that I created in red and green, and they made a mess, but they created this big piece of paper. Those went to the teachers, to their little teachers, and their teachers would wrap the parents' presents home in that. And that way, the little children could see that art can not only be beautiful, but also functional. The first graders made angels. Now, I think you might know that anytime an angel appears to anyone in the Bible, what's the first thing they always say? Fear not. Because I imagine that an angel, a real angel, is probably giant and filled with light and somewhat terrifying. Well, I made little cute angels with the first graders. They were able to, we did little fluffy wings, and it was made out of paper, but they could decorate the face and the robe any way they wanted. And they would walk out so proud of their little angel. Miss CJ, look. That was my nickname, Miss CJ. Look. And I'd go, oh, how cute. They were cute. But once in a while, a little boy would come up to me and go, look, Miss CJ. And I'd go, oh, yeah. And think, fear not. The second graders made little teddy bear ornaments, and the third graders made little Santa Claus ornaments. And I was really proud of those because children would say out of it was 3D, it was out of half a tube of cardboard tube from toilet paper, and we'd cover it with things and make a face, and it was so cute, had a little beard. And the kids would say, oh, if they had older brothers and sisters, they'd say, gosh, Miss CJ, we have 2 or 3 of these hanging in our tree now, and I get to put one up too. And it made me so proud to know that the parents would keep those and put them on the tree every year. And the 4th and 5th graders made yarn dolls. 4th and 5th graders cannot make proper knots. They don't know that after you go over, around, under, and through, you're supposed to go over, around, under, and through a second time. Anyway, 3rd grade, that was the one, 8 or 9 years old. Some of them still had a strong faith in Santa Claus. And some of them had started figuring out that the parents are the ones who bring the presents. And there'd be these little arguments all around the classroom. And finally, one of them would say, Miss CJ, do you believe in Santa Claus? And I, oh, yes, very sincerely. You really do? I really do. And you know why? Why? Because my daughter would never have gotten all those expensive presents if there weren't a Santa Claus. That would make them think. The ones that sort of knew better would think, maybe I better pretend I believe, right? But that takes me, when I think about it, to when I was 11. I had 2 younger brothers, 2 younger sisters. Linda was 9, and she was the one that was starting to figure it out. David's 7, and Laura 5. No, 4. She was 4. And the baby was 10 months old. Linda went looking for presents in the house, and she found them in Mom and Dad's closet. One day she comes to me, Donna, come here. What? Because we were alone at the house. Mom had gone somewhere with the kids, and Dad was working. Come here, I gotta show you something. What? Come here, come on. Where? Mom and Dad's room. I don't think so, Linda. Come on. So I follow her. Takes me to the closet. I'm going, oh, Linda, what are you doing? She says, come here, you gotta look. And she pulls aside the clothes in the bottom of the closet. And there's this package. This package is this big pile of packages. And I'm going, Linda, we're not supposed to be doing that. Stop. She goes, no, you just have to see. Aunt Ethel sent us some presents. Well, Aunt Ethel was my father's oldest sister, and she thought Linda and I were the most adorable girls, and she always sent us pretty things. She goes, come here, and she takes her present from Aunt Ethel, and she carefully peels the tape off of it. I'm going, Linda, what are you doing? She's going, no, you gotta see. So she opens up this little flat present, and inside was a butterfly pin with rhinestones. It was so pretty. And pretty embroidered handkerchiefs and a satin bag to keep the handkerchiefs in. Oh, just enough to melt a young girl's heart, right? And she goes, you got to see yours. I'm going, no, stop, put it back. Well, I doubt that taking the tape off twice and putting it back twice was such a good idea, because Mom found out. And I'll tell you about that later. On Christmas Eve, after we had made cookies that week, we made all these cookies with Mom. It was so much fun. Remember the peanut butter ones with the chocolate kiss in the middle? And she made snowballs, my favorite. And Christmas Eve was different that year because Mom had told us a while before Christmas. She says, look in the Spiegel catalog. Remember the Spiegel catalog or the Sears catalog? And she says, and pick 5 presents, 5 gifts you would like. And I went, wow, 5 gifts. Oh, I didn't know how my dad, who was a tech sergeant with 5 kids, could swing that, but I was 11, I'm thinking these things. And she says, yeah, and she says, we'll see. I don't know if Santa Claus can bring them all. Okay, Mom. So I picked a pogo stick and a little child's sewing machine that actually sewed. And then I just picked some other small things, knowing that the budget might not stretch that far. And everybody chose 5 gifts. So somewhere just before Christmas Eve, Linda, my younger sister, kept the one with the presents. She kept saying, Mom, can we open a present on Christmas Eve? We never did. It was always Christmas morning. Santa came on Christmas night and after we were asleep, and you open presents in the morning. That was true in our house. And so Linda's going, can't we open a present on Christmas Eve? Mom's going, there are no presents on Christmas Eve. Oh, come on, Mom. All the friends at school, they tell me that they open a present on Christmas Eve. I'm going, Linda, shut up. Mom's like, no, stop. No. And she's going, Laura and David, you know, the littler ones. Linda's like, well, suddenly that Christmas Eve, Daddy said to us, hey kids, come on, we're going to go to the store. On Christmas Eve? We never went anywhere on Christmas Eve. We might go light looking the week before, but Christmas Eve? That was stay home, watch a movie on TV, or sing some songs, or tell stories. And he says, yeah, Mom needs some milk for the milk and cookies for Santa. I'm going to go to the store and get her some milk. Come on. All of us, all but the baby. Okay, we pile into the car, and Daddy takes off to the convenience store, and we stop. And I remember it was freezing cold. We lived in Michigan. We never didn't have a white Christmas. And it was freezing cold. And we get to the store, and Daddy says, come on in with me. What? This is so weird. Daddy always had me sit in the car with the other kids. No, what? I'm coming in with you? We are, all of us? Yes. So we troop into the store. Daddy gets the milk and a 6-pack of beer. And we all troop back out to the car. Linda goes, shotgun, so she gets in the front, and I'm getting the 2 younger ones into the back seat. And suddenly, as I'm about to climb in, Daddy says, did you hear that, Donna? I said, what? He said, I thought I heard some jingling. I said, I don't know, Daddy. I don't know. He says, yes, I do. I hear jingling. He goes, oh, look. And I remember I got back out of the car. I'm going, what? And he says, look, Donna, look. And I said, what, Daddy? And I remember the sky, black like velvet, with little holes of the stars twinkling through, and freezing cold crystal air. And going, Daddy, what? And he goes, I think it was Santa. I think it was. And by then the other kids are piling out of the car. What? Where? And Daddy's going, up there. And Laura's going, I don't see him. And he goes, well, come on, let's hurry up and get in the car. Maybe he's at the house. Maybe he's going to our house. Oh, we all jump in the car and we all drive back to the house. I mean, he drives back to the house as fast as we can, lickety split. And we come to the house and we get in the house, and Mama's standing there and she goes, oh my goodness, you missed him. And we go, what? And she goes, you missed Santa Claus. He was just here. And wonder of wonders, underneath the tree on Christmas Eve, before we even went to bed, is a pile of presents. Oh my gosh. And she let us open one that night. And mine was really big and long, and it was my pogo stick. And I jumped around just a little, but she said, not in the house. And everybody got something from the Spiegel catalog that they had ordered. And then, of course, the next morning, we got all 5 of the presents that we had asked about from the Spiegel catalog. Each of us did. It was the most amazing and magical Christmas to me, the most amazing Christmas to me. And we didn't get Miss Aunt Ethel's presents, by the way. No. Mama made us wait till January, until it was almost Linda's birthday. And I thought that was pretty apropos. We deserved it. But since then, at 11 years old, already knowing that the parents bring the presents, after what those parents did, when there's that much love somewhere in the world, I know there's a Santa Claus.
Dominic, well, good thought. Yeah. All right. If not, there's an upstairs there. We'll take care of that later. Our next teller is a very